Hi, Atisa.
Hi.
Welcome to my office. Have a
Thank
seat.
Thank you.
So, what brings you here today?
I'm having a little bit of problems with a friend that I really need advice on. I don't know how to act, and I don't know whether the course of action is correct or it should be taken.
Okay.
So I really needed advice, and I heard you were best in business.
Thank you. So, what is the problem? What problem are you facing with the friend?
Recently I had a birthday which a friend of mine, which I considered a close friend, they did attend that night with their sibling and the sibling's friend.
Okay.
And I usually on birthdays I'm very stressed and I tend to freak out regarding everything. This friend of mine, which assumed was close enough, would be understanding and would at least have the courtesy to come on time. And instead, not only did she not come on time, she came 2.5 hours late. She walked in with her sister without a single card or a gift, and she wasn't helping at all that night, and she just pretended it was a club. She walked in, ate, danced, and left.
Okay. So, what I hear is that your friend attended late. She didn't bring anything with her.
Correct.
The way you felt was that she attended a club, and she wasn't courteous enough to attend on time. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. So did you do anything with that friend? Did you tell her anything? Did you tell her how you felt?
After a few days of deliberation and considering what my options are, I did decide to speak to that friend. I took them aside and I told them that I don't appreciate the way that they acted and my feelings regarding how they came late and the fact I didn't mention that they didn't bring anything because I didn't want to appear shallow, but I mentioned that they came late and as a friend I should have the courtesy to come on time, and she wasn't an acquaintance, she was more of a close friend, and I told her as a close friend you have obligations to at least ask if someone needs help, at least do something for them, even if not doing anything, come on time as a support, be a little support network. And then she had the atrocity to tell me, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get the memo."
Okay. So you basically expected more from her, from what I'm hearing, because she was a close friend, and you.
What memo? But
okay.
Wow.
So how did that make you feel when you heard the word memo?
Obviously I was shocked.
Okay.
And I was just taken aback, and I tried to remain very calm, because one, we were outside, and two, there was children around. I didn't want to pick one up and throw it at her. But, I just looked at her and I was like, there was no memo. As a friend, you have the obligation to, help me. It's not okay, I'm going to put up a roster saying from 6 to 6:30, so-and-so is helping. What time slot would you like? No, you're meant to, as a friend, help me, at least offer, or do something. It's not when I walk in whenever you please and walk out. She just looked at me and just apologized, and I told her it's fine. You look genuine enough. That's fine. And she apologized a few times, and I was like, okay.
So do you think that she understood where you're coming from, or?
In all seriousness, no. Because she also said that if you hadn't spoken to me, I wouldn't have seen this as an issue. For someone to not see any of this as an issue, I think there's something wrong with them.
Okay.
There's a friendship barrier, or there's an obstacle, obviously in our relationship, she's not fully comprehending.
Okay. So when you say you're close to this friend, what do you mean by that? Do you mean like you share a lot of things with her, or do you do a lot of things with her? Like, what do you mean by that closeness? Maybe I'm trying to figure out if she's having difficulty comprehending the word closeness. Maybe she doesn't feel the same as you do.
Look, she's 2 years younger than me.
Okay.
Ever since she was in high school, I used to be her tutor, maths tutor, and from there we developed a relationship as friends, friends. And then afterwards, when uni started, we attend the same university. So we decided, hang out a bit more and everything, and then other friends got involved, and our circle, got expanded. I give her advice. She comes to me for advice.
Mhm.
She comes to me if she wants to go somewhere and she wants to invite me. We're at that level where if you come to someone for advice, you consider them as a close friend.
Okay.
You don't just go to anybody for advice. So I assume that if you're gonna do that all to me, you have the courtesy at least to show a characteristic or quality of a friend.
Okay. So in your view, she's close because you share a lot of stuff with her.
Yes.
As you said, like you were her tutor. Now you attend the university. Your circle of friends got bigger, and she was part of that.
Yes.
So do you think that she involves you in a lot of stuff as well, or is it just one-sided? Do you think she gives you shares the same feeling as you do, or?
Look, she does invite me to places, but the places that she invites, I don't really want to go. Like, she invites me to clubs and everything, and I'm not the type of person to go clubbing.
Okay.
But she tries to invite me, and she doesn't really invite me anywhere else because there's nowhere else she goes.
Okay.
So I assumed yes, we're on the same page,
Mm.
but I think we just see two completely different things of a friendship.
Okay.
So that's my issue.
Okay. So when she attended the party, did she offer to do anything?
No.
Did she apologize for being late?
No.
Okay.
And they didn't even have anything on them. So 3 people attended with not even a single card.
Okay. That's wonderful. And I can see that you're not happy with that at all.
No,
yeah,
I'm completely furious.
Yeah.
But I'm also... Is it wrong that I'm furious because I think... I don't know, part of me feels like I shouldn't be furious because it's shallow.
Okay.
Like, I'm not angry for the fact that they didn't bring a gift.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm more upset at the principle of the whole thing. I mean, even if they brought me a $2 card, I would have been fine. But it's just... Is it wrong to be angry?
I think you're entitled to the way that you feel. I mean, you have every right to feel the way that you're feeling, especially because you know that you're close to that person. Obviously, the expectations are different from somebody who you're not close to. So I don't think it's wrong the way you're feeling, but maybe the way that you're feeling is because you have expectations. Maybe if you don't have expectations, you won't be feeling this way. But regardless, that friend should know how you feel. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Like,
so it's not wrong to have expectations?
No, it's not. I don't think it's wrong. Do you think it's wrong to have expectations of someone?
See, I've always heard the whole expression, if you have expectations, you're going to be let down. Like, the higher that you are, the more you're going to be affected because it's not going to happen. So now I'm just in the stage of my life is, do I or should I have expectations for people? And I don't know if I should.
Okay. Sometimes maybe if we do something for someone, this is just my personal opinion, that if we do something for someone, we shouldn't expect the same. Because you're right, we might be let down, we might not get what we've actually given. You might have actually invested a lot of emotions and feeling into that friendship. That's how I'm seeing it.
Yes.
And I don't think that she has. So maybe that's why you feel that you're being let down, and you wanted her to be part of your night more than anybody else. This is what I'm. Is that right?
Yes. Definitely.
And she wasn't there to support you, to be part of that. She attended late, as you said, didn't bring any gifts.
Yeah.
So that's probably what's upsetting you, because you invested a lot in that friendship, but you haven't got anything in return, I'm guessing.
I haven't reaped the benefits.
Yeah, that's right. So, what would you like to happen today?
I just want to get rid of this emotion.
Okay.
I just want to stop being frustrated, stop being angry.
Okay.
I just want to be able to deal with this, and I want to know a clear answer. Like, at least be firm, as in, should I take another course of action? Am I at that stage where I do need to, or should I just let it go?
Okay.
So I just don't know what to do.
Okay. How did it make you feel when you actually confronted her? Maybe we can work from that. Okay.
Maybe a little better.
So you felt better when you
I did.
actually spoke to her. Okay. There was no feeling of guilt or anything, or making her feel upset. Did you feel bad about that?
I did. I mean, I did feel guilty,
Okay.
but I also felt like if I didn't say anything, it would have gone worse, and especially it would just eat me up inside.
Mhm.
So I felt that short-term pain for a long-term gain. Like, do you know what I mean? I felt like the friendship could have improved
Okay.
if I did this. You know, if it hurts a little, at least in the long run, it'll be okay.
Okay. Do you think it has improved?
I haven't spoken to her since.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Okay. So you try to confront her for the friendship to become stronger and better, I'm guessing.
Sure.
And you thought that you don't want to bottle anything up, so you just want to let it out. And I'm guessing maybe you thought instead of talking behind her back, you just actually do it in front of her face and confront her. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And the way she reacted, how was that?
She was taken aback.
Okay.
At first.
So she was shocked?
She was. Okay. Because, like she said, if I didn't say anything, she would assume nothing was wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
So I don't think she saw it as an issue. Her actions weren't an issue to her. And I think just, like, bringing her back to that, you know, the fact that you did something wrong.
Mm.
She seemed apologetic, but I don't know how. She might be really good at covering up her real emotion. She might have been very angry at me. She might have... I don't know. But she looked apologetic and she was taken aback. She was shocked.
Okay. So do you think that actually improved the friendship? Did you move a step forward or did it go backward? Or
I told her that the reason I'm coming to you is because, like you said, exactly what you said, I don't want to go on behind your back or act like inappropriately whenever I see you.
Okay.
I'd rather discuss this with you and be able to move past this, knowing that we can talk about things like that. That's what friends do. And she was thankful. She was thankful that we were able to talk about it. Yeah, she did make a snide comment.
Okay.
But she looked thankful that I didn't start acting inappropriately.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
But you're not sure if that feeling that she put forward was a genuine or not?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's my issue.
Alright. Okay. So, you confronted her. You don't know how she felt. She put her feeling forward, but you don't know if it's genuine. And
Exactly.
do you think that but you felt better about it?
I did.
Is that right? Okay.
Yes.
Do you think if by going and talking to her again and reliving the whole situation, do you think it's gonna make you feel any better?
It probably not. Probably just get me angry again.
Okay.
I think. I don't know. Do you think I should just move on? Because maybe you're right. Reliving the whole thing will get me frustrated again.
Do you think it's worth reliving it?
Probably not.
Or do you think it's just something that you can put aside and say, maybe she was not mature about it, or the way she acted was, you know, it was unexpected,
you're right, yes.
And she shouldn't have done it. Maybe just put it aside.
I think I should.
Yeah.
I think I should put it aside because just reliving it again will get me frustrated and angry, and there's no really gain for me.
And I have a feeling that you still have a lot of frustrations inside. You have a lot of anger. So if you bring that situation up again, it's just gonna eat you and
it's gonna just
make you very angry. So do you think? How do you think you can deal with the situation? Like, have you ever tried? Have you ever gone through something similar and tried something that could actually help you improve the way you're feeling, like the anger, the frustration?
Well, my first step was to talk to someone about it. So, hence I'm here.
Yeah.
I really wanted to discuss my emotions, my feelings with someone. I thought maybe if I tell someone I empty myself, I'm able to get advice. And just to be able to move past it. I mean, I feel like that's the only way to cope, is to actually speak to someone. And being able to talk to someone as a third party, that they're not involved in the situation, they have a very unbiased view. So by telling you, I'm able to get something that you see in a different light, the situation in a different light. So hence, it's easier to get advice from you than if I was to get it from a friend. because it's
That's right.
it feels better that they agree with you, but that doesn't mean necessarily correct.
That's right. And also because this setting is very confidential as well.
Exactly.
So nothing is going to go out of this room, and
Exactly.
you feel more comfortable discussing it with
Yeah.
a stranger than a friend, maybe.
True. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So do you feel like you've got something off your chest, or you feel like, do you want to do something else to maybe improve the way you're feeling, or?
I mean, I do feel like I've just gotten the kind of feelings off my chest, but I still feel like some are still lingering there.
Okay.
So I was just going to ask you, do you know of any methods, techniques, or
to make you feel better?
Make me feel better, something I can do every day?
Maybe if you try and instead of confronting her about it again, something that I could suggest is maybe you can sit and write her an email.
Okay.
Instead of, because sometimes when we face somebody, it's just our emotions get in the way, and we get very emotional, and sometimes we feel like we want to attack the person because it's not that we hate the person, it's just there's a lot of emotions that's coming. But when you're writing something, the person isn't there, and you don't have, no one's looking at you. Like when you're talking to someone, the person is looking at you, so you feel like, oh my god, I've got to word it perfectly so it doesn't get, upset or this and that. But maybe if you just sit and write, while there's no one here in your own room, you don't even necessarily have to send that to her. You can just write it, get it all out, and just delete it. Maybe that will help you. To just get all the feelings out, all the emotions. Or maybe another thing I'm just suggesting is maybe just write down if this friendship is even worth it. Do you know what I mean?
Do you mean like a pro and con list?
Yeah, so maybe just write down the good things about her and the bad things, and see which one weighs up, and if you want to continue. Because from what I'm seeing, this has affected you a lot.
It has.
So you might be thinking, do I still want to go on with this friendship? Is it worth it? Am I right?
No, exactly.
Okay.
That is, yes.
So maybe just one way of trying to think if this person is even worth talking to anymore, or should I just ignore this and put it aside, the issue that I had, is maybe just writing her pros and cons, personality-wise, and see if she has more pros than cons. But what would you think would help you? Which method do you think would help you?
I think they're both excellent methods.
Okay.
Like, I've never thought of actually doing that. Now that you put it in that way, that made me, think about it. And I feel like I can take both routes.
Okay.
The email, you're right. I need to get my emotion out. At least I have it, and then I can delete it. And it can be metaphorically, or as if literally, it must be metaphorically. I'm deleting everything I have, like my emotions. So I agree with that 100%, and I think I will take that path.
Okay.
I feel like this situation has affected me, but I don't know if I'm being petty to think of it as such a big deal to rethink our whole friendship.
Okay.
So I don't know if I will make a pros and cons list. I'm going to do the email, get it off my chest, maybe delete it, and then if I feel like I'm still having troubles and this is weighing a toll on me, I will do that pro and con list.
Okay.
Then I really have to think about our relationship.
Okay.
So you're right.
Fair enough. So you think the email helps more than the pros and the cons
at this stage?
From what I'm hearing is that you think this friendship is worth saving rather than.
Yeah, I don't want to just jump to every time something goes bad to just cut someone out of my life.
That's right. Okay.
So I think maybe I will give her another chance.
Okay. Because what we have to realize is people are prone to making mistakes.
Yes.
So we don't know the intention behind what they did, or I'm not trying to justify her actions, but it's just she might have never even thought about it. She might have
exactly.
Like she's right. Maybe she didn't think it was a big deal, but to you, because your expectations were different to hers, you took it as something which is really painful, and you didn't expect it, and she was your best friend. I don't know, like very close friend. So when you put a label on something, the expectation changes. But when you say close friend,
yes,
I think you expect a lot Like if
Yeah.
you say my husband, then you expect a lot from that person.
Of course.
So maybe, yeah, you're right. Maybe we can work on the email and see how it goes for next week. And if the email doesn't work, if you're still feeling that anger and frustration, maybe we can work on something different.
I think
Yeah, what do you think about that?
I think that's a great idea.
Okay.
Do you guys do a booking system? Yes, I can book a
Yes,
next appointment.
yes. What I can do after the session's finished,
Yeah.
we can book another session for you, and of course, everything here is confidential, 100%. So,
Okay.
feel free to discuss anything because I'm here to help you. So
course.
don't leave out anything
No,
because it's
of
not
course.
going to go anywhere. But yeah, that would be wonderful. So we will continue this session till
next week around
yeah.
the
Are you
same day
comfortable with
next
coming
week.
in next week?
Yeah, I think I'm going to take on that task of writing the
Okay.
email, and then I think next week I'm able to tell you if I still feel it or not.
Sure. And maybe if we leave, maybe if time passes, this is what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
You might feel more relaxed. I'm not
True.
sure. Maybe because when did the birthday happen?
Just a couple days ago.
Okay. I'm just thinking maybe because it was way too close, like the session and birthday, that the feeling is still with you because the event just happened. It's fresh.
Yes.
So maybe if you write the email and if you just leave some time and
that's true.
And then just not try and think about it so much because if you keep reminiscing about it, then it will affect you a lot.
Yeah.
And try and make yourself busy with other stuff and see how you go for next week. And if it's still on your chest, then we can work other methods to see if we can resolve it.
Sure.
Perfect.
Sounds great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
It was
so
lovely
much.
meeting you.
Thank you.
All the best.
Likewise.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.